So I see there have been some confusion when wiring up a subwoofer in the Saab 9 III, and the video I made about this was fairly old and it was dark and not really easy to see, but I wanted to clear up some things. If you're gonna do this install, watch that other video, and to remove this amp you really need to remove the seat also, but I don't really want to do that, just to show you this. But on top here you have a diagram for the connector. You see that there, and it says left plus and left minus, so that is like for one of the left bass speakers which you're gonna take your signal from, and then you connect like the left and minus wires from your high-low adapters into those two wires. Just splice into them. You should use solder, of course, and the way you find the right cables is just to look at the connector. You see left plus and minus, and then just see the wires coming out of it and then splice onto these two. You don't really have to power this high-low adapter or anything else, just hook up two of those wires for the right like signal in this. And if you're running CDs, you know, you have a Dolby surround sound with probably bass like going from alternate from side to side, but with using an aux cable you won't have that, so there's really no need to hook up for each side. So therefore I have just left it for one side, and therefore you also see just one of the speaker cables are hooked up to this high-low remote, which is going back into the rear. So splice into left minus left plus to the corresponding left minus left plus on the high-low adapter, which then sends the signal for the amp. This doesn't have to be powered, but sends the signal. Then it just sends the RCA cable sound signal through the subwoofer, which I have hooked up in the behind here. And what I did, I just left the ground here working fine. And for remote signal, so the bass turns on when the car turns on, I have used the top wire in this connector here. Just put this wire, jammed it into there, so then everything turns on with the car. Or you could just use this 12-volt supply here and buy one of those universal plugs, and then have a wire going into the subwoofer, and it will do the same thing. But I have another like Bluetooth unit hooked up here, so I've done the other route.